My name is Lucas and this is the Anycubic Kobra S1 Combo with not only one but two Ace Pro multi-material units, which all were provided to me for free by Anycubic since they wanted me to play around with this and also give you a review after my initial testing. I don't consider myself a product reviewer by any means, so instead I'm just gonna give you my honest thoughts about playing around with this entire setup for almost 3 weeks but over 100 printing hours. And as always, I don't want to waste any more of your time than I absolutely need to, so if you just want a very quick 1-minute summary, then this is an absolutely amazing second printer, especially if you want to increase that color option from 4 to 8 colors if you do have two Ace Pro connected. And this entire setup is especially amazing if you do find yourself drying the filaments quite a lot before you start printing, since these Ace Pros actually have active drying while printing with multicolor. But although the 8 multicolor while actively drying experience is fantastic, the overall experience might still be in need of a firmware update or two before I can actually recommend this as an amazing first 3D printer. Future Lucas here, who just had a very well-deserved haircut. Later in this video I will talk about some issues that I had during my testing and my review period, and I will assume it's because of some very needed firmware updates that are missing, but it turns out that I actually had some issues with my motherboard. I contacted Anycubic about these issues after I was done recording this review, and they sent me this motherboard that I replaced by myself, and after that I never had these issues anymore. But I decided to still leave this in this video just so you are aware about the issues that I had with this single review unit, but add a disclaimer just like this one so you are aware of that this problem no longer exists, at least for myself. But with that said, let's continue with the rest of the video. First things first, let's start with the installation process. Well, basically there is no installation process. Everything just comes prepared for you. The only thing you need to do is just to remove the packaging protection and then run the calibration, and then you are pretty much all set. As long as the printing profiles are correct, then this printer is absolutely amazing, especially when you are going into the hue forge and you just add basically as many colors as you want, assuming that you only want 8 colors in your prints. And of course, as you can see, this is an enclosed chamber, so this is absolutely amazing for ABS or ASA filament, and with the Core XY you do have, at least in theory, a little bit more stable printing experience if you're printing some larger and taller prints. But my absolute favorite thing about this entire setup is actually not the printer itself, but the two aces it has up its sleeve, or at least on top and next to it here on the bench. All of these Ace Pros have actual drying inside as well, so not only can you dry while printing, since it's all connected to the S1 Combo, you can actually control everything from the slicer. So you can schedule it so it dries first and then automatically starts printing, which is absolutely amazing, and it's just so much better than having like a dedicated dryer. The overall slicing experience, it works pretty much just like Bamboo Studio. So if you have any Bamboo Lab experience or any like Orca slicer, or I guess Prusa slicer, or any other of the slicers, you will have no problem at all. These Ace Pros also support RFID tags, so if you are using any Anycubic filament with RFID tags, they will be automatically recognized by the Ace Pros. But if not, it's also very easy to manually add the filament either on the printer directly or of course in the slicer as well. And in addition to the Anycubic Next slicer on your computer, you can of course also use their app as well, where you can go on to Maker Online, which is Anycubic's own online platform, download and then print on your Anycubic machine via either the slicer or their app. And last but not least, we also have to talk about the price. But I don't want to say too much about the price because prices changes all the time and depending on where you are located in the world. But right now, as I am recording this video, and assuming that you have already subscribed to my channel and that you hit that bell so you got notified the same day as I released this video, then that price should still very much still be available. If you missed out on that sale, then learn from your mistakes, subscribe and hit that bell so you do get notified next time I make some very, very important videos just like this one. Of course, you will have all possible links down in the description, including an affiliate link to my Amazon store, where you can see this printer and all the other kinds of accessories and filaments that I am using to not only make these videos, but also to make my other 3D prints as well. And although that Amazon sale price really is a great deal, now it's time to talk about the not so great things about my 3 weeks experience with the Anycubic S1 Combo. I actually think most of the negative experiences that I've had during these 3 weeks, very few has actually been about the printer itself. But with that said, the absolute #1 headache I've had is the overall connection between the slicer, the printer, and the app. I don't really know the percentage, but let's say like 50%. The printer is doing its job, but it does not update the slicer or the app properly, which most of the time is no big deal. The only issue is that I cannot see in the slicer on the app or even on the screen itself, the actual progress of the print. So the print will be fine. I just don't know how long time it's left because it's just so not accurate. And once the print had actually finished, then the app, the slicer, or even like the screen up here doesn't know that the print has finished, meaning that I cannot start a new print because the printer shows up as busy until I've done like a hard reset and actually like flip the switch on the back of the printer. But I am pretty sure that this could be fixed with the firmware update. And actually, I think like 60% of all the issues I have had throughout these weeks can be fixed with just one single firmware update, or maybe 2. Now, when it comes to the remaining 40%, that has to do with Maker Online, which is the Anycubic's own online platform for 3D prints. Still something I'm not entirely sure what the actual issue is. Hopefully someone much smarter than myself, or maybe Anycubic themselves, could let me know by leaving a comment. And that is that there are so many prints that just doesn't work. I don't know if it's just an overall bad design, and I'm also not that good at 3D printing apparently, so I can figure it out. For example, I had this third-party stand for my Ace Pro, and every single time I try to print it on the S1 Cobra, it technically would have held up, I think, but it just looked bad. Whereas exact same profile, exact same thing on my Bambu Lab X1C worked perfectly. And I don't know why it doesn't work. And I tried it, I think 4 times before I just gave up. So it is very easy to start looking elsewhere for prints, which of course you can do. You can just go on Printables, you can go on Thanks, you can go on Maker World, download the files, and then print it in Anycubic Slicer Next on your S1 Cobra. Kinda. This was something completely new for me that I had no idea about, and that is that if you, for example, go onto Maker World, you download a 3MF file that you then open in Anycubic Slicer Next, the slicing settings or the Bambu Studio settings do not transfer to another printer. As an example, we have this articulated dragon, which I printed before, and I wanted to try to print the exact same one on my S1. And at the first glance, it looks amazing, but you will very quickly realize that the articulating dragon is not really articulating that much, and that is because the printing profile that included customized supports for the mouth was not included. So of course I get like the warning messages that says I should add support, and what I completely missed was that per default the slicer adds support underneath every single one of these like articulating, or what is supposed to be articulating pieces, which means that it looks absolutely great because again the printing quality is there, but because of my mistake of adding automatic support, it just doesn't work. I learned from my mistake. I added the support myself for only the head. Basically, I copied manually the Maker World Bambu Studio profile, and this worked out 100% as it should, and it's absolutely amazing. But that is just one of those things that, like, it didn't even occur to me that the information will not transfer from one slicer to another. And last but not least, I also wanted to talk about the speed, or I guess technically the lack of speed, because although the top speed of the S1 is pretty impressive with 600 millimeter per second, the startup speed is nothing but. And I made my own maybe not so scientific comparison between my Bambu Lab A1 in Bambu Studio and my Anycubic S1 Combo with the Anycubic slicer next. And Bambu Studio says that this filament clip should be done in 13 minutes and 11 seconds, whereas Anycubic slicer next says 11 minutes and 10 seconds. But what Anycubic does not say is that before these 11 minutes and 10 seconds, there is an almost 15-minute long setup process that is not included in this printing time. So it actually took over 23 minutes to print one single filament clip. Of course, you wouldn't like print one clip, maybe you will print like 10 of them, but you get the point in terms of this comparison. Whereas the Bambu Lab finished everything from me pressing print to the actual finished print being 12 minutes and 57 seconds, which is actually less than the 13 minutes and 11 seconds it originally said it will take. And of course, this is a very extreme example because it's just a tiny filament clip, but regardless of what you are printing, for any kind of print, you have to add 15 minutes to the printing time, because that is just how long the setup process takes if you of course want to have like all the calibrations and all the everything set up before you start printing, which I think that if you're buying a printer that has all these functions, you should use all these functions every single time. So I think that's just like how a normal, at least beginner like myself, would use the printer. So if I am going to try to summarize these 3 weeks of playing around with the Anycubic S1 Combo, again, this is an absolutely great printer as your second printer, and it is absolutely amazing being able to not only dry your filament at the same time as you're doing multicolor prints, but I personally love the fact that I can just schedule to actually dry the filaments first, and then as soon as the filaments are dried starts the printing process. If you do know your way around the slicers and if you can figure out how everything works, if you already have your design and your own profiles dialed down, this is absolutely amazing printing quality as long as you learn how to use it. And the best analogy or comparison I can think of is that this is basically like an absolutely amazing sports car, but it's a manual stick, whereas Bambu Lab and my printing experience up until this point has been like taking an Uber. Like, I don't even need to drive myself. I just need to take my phone, literally just using like the handy app, and then I call an Uber, or I just tell the machine to print, and then I reach my destination without me having to do anything. You do need to know how to drive a manual stick in order to enjoy this sports car. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good summary, actually. And if you have any more questions whatsoever, if there was anything that I did not cover in this video, please do let me know. If you have any questions, I will be happy to do any kind of tests that I possibly can. Just leave me a comment, and please do yourself a favor and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you do get notified right away as I release new videos, so you, for example, don't miss the amazing price and amazing deal that Anycubic now have on this Kobra S1 Combo on Amazon, which of course you have a link to down in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lucas. Start with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.